My family and I moved to Powhatan in 2006. My brother and sister and I actually attended a vacation Bible school at Red Lane. We really felt drawn to the church. My family joined as members. We've been here ever since. Had a period when I graduated high school where I kind of took an absence from the church and really kind of walked away from God. About 5 or 6 years ago, really stepped back in and felt a light switch when I came back to Red Lane and picked up like we never left. And since then, I met Elizabeth and we began dating, and since got engaged. And we've both decided that we really like it here at Red Lane. This is where we want to be and stay. And so after we get married in November, we plan on staying and being members of Red Lane.
I came to Red Lane about 6 months ago, doing consulting work with the church, and as we started attending here and worshiping here on Sunday morning, getting to know the church, we just fell in love with the church. And Sonja and I have just stayed and joined and became members just a few weeks ago.
Through my time here, the church has had a bunch of different seasons. We went from a super strong and healthy church, and we had a period where we had a lot of membership leave. We had some power struggles. We had a huge turnover in staff, but I think through that, God has brought us back through that kind of tribulation time where we've come back as a church family and held together, and a lot of membership has come back, and we have a super healthy church staff, and I think the Lord's really beginning to work, and I think He's just showing us that all things are kind of done through His glory, even as the church may struggle from time to time. I think with His glory and with His people, it can always come back and continue to serve His ministry.
I grew up in a country church in a little country town, and it was always just a neat place, and that's what Red Lane reminds me of. Back in my childhood of growing up, I feel like I'm back home.
I see Red Lane in the future growing tremendously. Their children's program is already super involved. Every time someone posts on Facebook asking for a church that has a good children's ministry, I'm always like, oh my gosh, please come to Red Lane. It's fun and really good to watch when they send the children to kids' church and almost half the congregation gets up and goes. I think we're just going to continue to grow, and I like that small groups kind of build off of each other into new small groups, and you get to meet new people and form new relationships.
As this church continues, as we're learning now in our small groups how to share Christ, I think that more people in the community that we connect with and stuff like that will see what Christ is all about, and I see growth. I see growth.
I would agree that as we love on people more and more, and as we become more consistent in sharing our faith and finding new opportunities to do that here as people come to Red Lane, and also as we engage our communities and our workplace as Christ followers, I get excited about seeing people share the gospel with others and to tell them about Jesus, and they show up here at Red Lane on Sundays, and we all get to love on them.